This thing has seen better days. Alright. We gotta move this helicopter out of the way. It still mostly works as intended. This rover. Although I haven't really been keeping up 100% with the maintenance lately. Because I know I'm just going to rebuild it in a bit. Oh, stupid buggy wheels. There we go. Auto lock is on. Oh, what do we need to do? 4, 5 a couple of times, get close to 0, hit 4 again. And we're locked. Oop. Damaging stuff. Here, I'll do this. Lift it off. Lift her up off the floor. You know, I'm apt just to take this over to the grind pit and grind it down. Gothamus said that he was bringing it back for somebody to work on. He didn't say who. He didn't say he wanted it. I don't necessarily want it. I think he just thought it was cool. So he wanted to keep it. But it's kind of getting in the way. Maybe we'll, you know, we'll just move it over to the large grid area. If we need to move it, we can move it with the crane. There we go. I'm just gonna plunk it down right over here. Don't want to hit the crane. There we go. Now it's out of the way. We'll just go lock it down with a magnetic plate or something. What's up?
I just realized, like, why can't I turn? And I just realized I'd locked down and stiffened up the trailer hitch. Stable as I was building this. It's a little bit wobbly,
Nope.
so I'm trying to take it as slow as possible.
Does it not work without the piston head? Server's a little janky this morning. Oh, it doesn't have power. Jeez. Thought I saw a battery on this thing. Ah, it's drained. This one's got 62%. Hello. Grind it away. You know, we'll take these with us. I need those right now. I'm sure someone left them there just so that there'd be something to use for murder blocks. Murmur blocks. But I need murmur blocks. Blocks. Here we go. So we're gonna merge this right to this. Just like that. Yeah. Okay, so 8. Hopefully we'll make this work without too much difficulty. There we go. It's on there. Turn it on. Reverse this. Oh, you know what? Since we're right here anyway. Put a little Maggie Mag on it. Stand on our head a little bit. There we go. Now it's locked down. Turn that off and we're good. Now it's out of the way. Now we can work on making a connector for our rover here. Just so we can get to the next tasky wasky. I think we want to just plug it right into this one if we can. Let's see how well that lines up already. Let's see how well it lines up with the magnetic kickstand down. Okay, so we're gonna have to come up, well, probably 1 block. But we don't want to connect it directly to the base because we know what happens. Oh, well, we have the shield now. So I bet we'll be safe to just give her a an elbow joint. Let's get this right here. We want to park as close to it as we can, so let's get rid of that one. And just to show this is temporary, let's make it, give it our blue color. And a connector gazoid. Computers. All right. And one more. I bet you that will line right up. Come on. Come on. Let's get rid of that. Because I'm confident that we can make this happen. Bet you we can make it line up a little bit better. Ooh, not quite. Okay, so we are gonna have to put a little hingy hinge on it. You know, and we're not gonna use a, we'll just do a 2 hinge. We won't worry about doing the sorter this time because it's only temporary. We'll worry about a sorter next time we, have a permanent spot for it.
And we have a new turbine tower.
Well done, well done.
Thank you, thank you.
So we're just gonna do 2 back-to-back hinges. Let's make that thing face up. And we're just gonna go right on ahead and weld these suckers up. I guess I didn't get everything. You have to remember to press that key multiple times to make sure I get everything. Let's guess it's just going to be 17 degrees. Probably more than that. So let's set this at 17 degrees as well. It's at negative 90. Positive 17. Velocity. Oh, look, we got a control panel right here. So we'll just rename these. We'll just do them both at the same time. We'll be smart about it this time. What do we want to call this? Mr. Connector. Mr. Con. MR Con. Oh, did I say? Yeah. RCR. And we'll put a connector on it. This way we could probably even fold it up when we're not here. Get it out of the way.
So you have to, oh, you're building a new hitch, yeah.
Yep, build my new connector.
Well, I'll do a little quick scatterbout while you do that. Then I shall do some building and try to get some tanks hooked up in a bit.
Mr. Cons. You know what? The only way this is going to work is because this one is going to be the upper limit. This one's the lower limit, so we need to flip one of these around. Let's get this back. So we need to have this one facing the other way. Yee. So this one needs to go that way. That way they can both be set at the same limit. Like a these. Oh, let's put the Connectigazoid on there. Cause Nectargazoid. Mr. Con. Sean Connery. That one and save, and these ones will be let's say -1, right? Put them both the same limit. Should be pretty easy to do from here. So we just select the group, Mr. Con, call it -20. Mr. Cons. See what happens when we reverse it. Okay, so we want it to actually go the other way. I think. So right now this is going to be down at the floor level. Which is fine, I guess. Yeah, it's probably better because when it's not in use, someone can just come over here and plug something else in. Yeah. And then we go button, or let's see, let's get one of the panels. I don't know which one of these does it. It's not that one, not that one. I think it's that one. What way around does it go? Like that. Mr. Con, Mr. Cons, and reverse. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. We can make it go a lot faster. Let's go to this one. Mr. Cons, let's bump the velocity up. Let's just make it -5.0. Cool. All right. And it needs to be, we need to increase the limit. Mr. Cons, let's say it's -30. That might get us to where we need to be. Close that, and then we'll just hit this button again. Should go to -30. Oh yeah, we gotta put down our kickstand. I don't want to get too close to it because it's gonna need room to adjust. I was working on my drone in a creative world earlier. I think I've got a design, well, not really a design, just a cobbled together mass of blocks and put together in somewhat of an orderly fashion. It has all the components that I would need to make it work, kinda. But I'm having trouble with getting the drone to automatically land and connect to a connector. It seems like it's always off half a block when I come back to it for some reason. It might be something to do with like the last couple of waypoints I put down. I think they probably need to be closer together, so that when it comes down to precision mode, it will be more likely to connect to my connector. Let's see if that lines up better. There. I think that'll be just fine. And maybe I can even come in and park it like this if I'm in a hurry. But usually I just put down the kickstand so that I'm locked down. Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't complain about that. Alright, let's make sure I don't have anything in my cargo containers I don't want to offload, or that I wouldn't want anybody else to get to. That all can go. This all can go. This is the one that's behind the sorter, so that one, you know, we'll go ahead and rename this. Which one was that? Shoot. It was just cargo container, but I don't know which one. I think both. A couple of them have the same name. Sorted, or let's just say it's locked. Or off grid. We'll just call it off grid, even though it's on grid. But well, how about this? Mr. Based, which is my rover name. I don't know. Personal storage. Private. Private storage, I guess. I don't know. So everything else can be offloaded. It's not automatically sorted, so if I do want to get rid of stuff, we'll have to say go to my ship like that, and find an appropriate container like that one, and just I'll find one that's not full. Like this one. Just start dumping stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be the way to do it for now. Yep, and let's put our batteries on recharge because we're done with that little tasky wasky. Now what else was I gonna do this morning? Oh yeah, I was just gonna do some scouting. I'm gonna go to bed soon so I can play with the guys later tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna go to work today. It's optional. It's Sunday, so even though I'd be getting paid double time, there's hardly any work to do. I'd end up just turning around, coming right home. Ooh, an unclaimed engine.
You know, there's a lot of NPC factions if you look at the faction list. But I've only seen one type of NPC faction here when we've been scavenging about. Have you seen any different you can remember?
I haven't really been paying attention. Do we have standing with anything? I mean, can we see?
Well, we gain standing with SPRT every now and then when we actually grind stuff, but other than that, I don't really know. For instance, like this one is built by the NPC-SY. SY, there's no tag that has that.
Yeah, we got 0 with pretty much everything else that I'm checking.
Yeah. So I'm wondering why they are here. 'Cause I mean,
Maybe they're in
we have
space.
potentially, yeah. Hopefully.
Like I thought I heard Godimus say that, even that, the scenario, all the mod, does for the scenarios modify like how the planets, how, they spawn grids in.
Yeah.
But there's still cargo ships in space and stuff like that, or something like
Ah.
that. Which might be like those strong signals that you see every now and then. You get those.
No, yeah, that's just normal strong unknown signals. That's in the vanilla game. Instead of unknown, you have strong unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Unknown signals is something only you can see when it drops for you. It's kind of like a personal thing. Well, whilst a strong unknown is farther away, has better rewards, but can be seen by any player.
Oh, okay. I was assuming that that might be like a ship, you know,
No, it's
because
just basically one of these unknown signals, but it just contains better loot
oh, good.
and
Yep.
will also spawn within, I think it's 70 kilometers of a player, and everyone can see it. So for a PvP setting, it's one of the best ways to find people in space. Because
Nice.
it will spawn, yeah, 70 kilometers away from people. So once you get a bunch of them, you can triangulate.
Yeah, I
Where
don't know
people
anything
are.
about PvP in this game, and the only thing that I knew really was the, extremely modified version of the game that Godimus puts together.
Mm.
So I don't know what's the vanilla game and what's the mods. Just turn that off. Alrighty. Now I gotta go unhook my connectors and call it a day, and then I'll be back on later. Forget how long it takes to grind things down with a less than elite tool.
Transform over.
Where'd I get the oxygen from all of a sudden?
Yeah. It got replaced by an electric storm instead.
Better check this. I don't want to dump all this stuff out on the ground. You know what? Just gotta move it. Connector 8 to this large container. Oh, that one's full too. This one isn't. There we go. Alright, good enough. Grind that down. Alright, Clyde, the air is yours. You can do what you will.
Oh, cool. Thank you. I will fiddle with it once I get back.
I'm gonna go put my guy to sleep and I'm gonna log off. I'll be on this evening.
Okay, I shall see you in a couple of hours then.
Oh, what's up? We're back. It is Monday. Hello. That's Kitty. It's been a couple days since I recorded anything. The guys did quite a bit of work on the base this weekend. Woo, this is cool. Used to step outside onto a battery silo. I guess they moved the batteries. Well, I know they moved the batteries. I was looking at it earlier. Yeah. I mean, I did take a look at this earlier, but I mean, this is like kind of like a first look because I never really didn't record anything. There's a little lounge and a kitchen area, or is this a kitchen? I guess it's kind of a kitchen. It's like a refreshment. Maybe, yeah, maybe it's a bar. Yeah, it's kind of like a bar with Clan Cola and Cosmic Coffee and stuff. We can just kind of pretend. Ooh, look. There needs to be more lights up here. Well, I guess it makes sense that it's dark in the bed area. This was the original tower where we had the beds and stuff. The staircase used to go down here. They did away with all that. Clyde and MadCat worked on this quite a bit. Oh, the lights. Where are my lights? How come I don't have any lights? There we go. So yeah, they made it really homey. Incorporated some blocks that you don't usually... Who is this? That's Jaxar. I've seen Jaxar on in a while. Godimus. They did their best not to kill anybody while they were doing it too. Well, people who are currently sleeping. It's a potty. And the doors close automatically. That's cool. I guess this is where they moved a bunch of stuff. How do you open it? There we go. Yeah, all the batteries are down there. Some hydrogen tanks. I don't want to jump right down there because I don't know if there's a staircase to get back up or not. How does one? Let's see. There's got to be a way up. Let's close that. Let's explore around a little bit. I don't think they left me a way to get back up. They need an elevator. How does one? What's up with the batteries? I guess it's because it's night. No, it should be... They should be charged. What's draining our power? Oh, fully recharged in 1 sec. Okay, so we are getting... Yeah, it must be the wind must just have been low right then. Or something. I wonder if I have to go through my tunnel here. Clyde did mention that he thought maybe we could build a passageway along my little pipeline here that I dug out in order to pipe things over to the warehouse. We'll see what's going on over here. I don't think he did anything with it, but I guess it's the only way I can get out without a jetpack. Yeah, so I guess some work to do. Okay, we can get right outside over here. You used to be able to get up. Oh. Get rid of those. I can get up over here. I need to work on this. Oh wait, I guess somebody plugged up the floor hole. Unless that's over here. Yeah, I guess someone did some work and plugged up the floor hole for us. This weekend really kicked my ass. I woke up, well, I slept early on Friday, didn't get a lot of sleep, woke up to play PlanetSide and got my ass kicked in PlanetSide. Combination of a couple things. I was just super tired. I was kind of irritable. So the footage wasn't very good. I got my butt handed to me a lot, and it seemed like everywhere we went, the TR were out popping us and just beating us all down. So I was getting frustrated. I'm sure other people were getting frustrated, so I don't think I'm going to use the whole video of PlanetSide. I'll just probably take a couple of good outtakes and clips. Yeah, okay. So what I was going to do was I was going to put lighting under the floor there, but you know what I think I'm going to do instead? I think I'll put in the inset lights on the floor and just have it kind of like a gutter exactly in the middle of the floor. I think this is even, so I think I marked out this was generally the center, but it's off by like 1 block. Oh, this is cool. This is the gas truck. Well, also, what also I need to do is, because this is primarily going to be like a build area, I'm going to put in an overhead crane for moving things around that are a little bit too heavy to manipulate by hand. So I'm going to make like a little like storage area for wrecked grids, like, you know, scrap grids like that people want to keep around. I'm going to put that over there outside somewhere. And then a place to plug in like handy tools like my little floating my work platform over there, drones, Mr. Weldo, and likely things like the gas truck here, where there'll be a few universal connectors, kind of like this, that you can adjust. Just, it's kind of like, maybe it will turn in, maybe we'll make it like a little gas station, a little charging area. Yeah, that'd be cool. It's a video for another day. But let's start by moving Mr. Weldo. Put some signs on the top of Mr. Weldo. Ooh. Oh, maybe someone turned off my sorter because we're out of metal plates. Yeah, that's probably what happened. It's like, why are we empty? So maybe we'll put like the vehicle parking area over here somewhere where the large grid stuff is currently. That way the forklift can go over here and it will be handy for the warehouse to be... Why am I not moving? Did I hit park already? No. Oh, there we go. Wheels are bugged out. It's all good. It's all good. So we're just gonna park this guy right here. Try to get him lined up to where I think I want to put the vehicles and whatnot. Why are my lights off again? Weird. Oh yeah. This is on a sensor so that whenever anybody walks by, it starts playing this jam. Space Jam, I think. Space Engineers Jam. Let's move this out of the way too. Let's see, they got... I guess it's on charge. And I guess they got it parked too. Yep. Ooh, this thing's tipsy. I don't know why the wheels are bugging out.
I can perform so many tasks.
There we go.
If you need help, don't be afraid to ask. If anyone tries to ruin your
Game
day,
some
give
buggy
me
sometimes.
make them go away.
Whoa, this thing's got some real acceleration.
I will guard you. You will be safe. I can
Ooh,
fly your
it's tipsy
spaceship
too.
too.
I think we need to put the driving assist frickin' thing in here so it doesn't tip over with the gyro. I guess it's got a gyro. Here, we'll park it right here. Yeah, it's got 2 gyros, yeah. It probably needs to have a driving assist module to keep it upright. Driving assist, I don't know why I want to call it a macro. What's it called? What is that called? It's not a subprogram, not a macro. Ah! I don't know why my brain don't work. Brain don't work too good. Yeah, we'll leave that just how it is for right now. Can't think and play this game at the same time. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, where are my tools? Oh yeah, I was using the shitty tools because I was flying around the vehicle. A script! Yeah, it's a script. Freaking script. Where are my tools? Block tools, character weapons, character tools. So anyway, we're gonna do it to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Okay. Let's see, we need a butt. Where'd my butt go? Oh yeah, I scratched it. I scratched my butt, and I gotta get a new butt. Ow! Ow! I just stubbed my toe. Ew. Let's make sure that this grid has a name.
Is that? Or is that the beginning of your drone? Yeah, that's the beginning of your drone.
Okay, I think Clyde owns this actually.
Your drone needs a name when you get the chance as well, mate. The little fly platform thing you've got.
Oh, you're talking about the shotgun, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm assuming it's a hover platform for working at height.
Yep. And Clyde, the grid, the small grid pallet holder needs a name. You know, the large piece.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I had not thought about that. I will get to it when I get back.
It's not a huge issue, it's just food for thought because we all miss things. I've got a bunch of small grids here I'm about to look at as well, so what's that? Yeah, that's... I think the only thing you need to name Shotgun is just your little fly pallet. Everything else seems to be named. That's yours anyway. And apparently I do own your truck for some reason.
Oh yeah, I parked that
Told you
outside
did.
for now.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know why, I didn't put that many functional books on. Oh, I suppose I might have hacked some of the bits we put on. That would make sense. Ghetto Blaster is named. I need to name the pallet with the thrusters.
I own a lot of grids if I'm looking at my info menu.
And I'll just get rid of that.
Why do I own a grid that's called High Pyretta?
I don't
It's
know.
one block with 100 PCU.
It's probably one block on a grid that he owns. If it's in your info menu.
It is, yeah. It's like, okay.
Because you've got to remember, it's telling you what you own, but it doesn't tell you whether it's part of another grid.
Yeah, I know, and that's really annoying.
Yep.
Hello, where is it?
Need to name my pothole. Both of them. Where's that one? Oh, it's next to
There we
it.
go.
You want me to name the power pylons such I found here that I've not written down?
Power pylons?
Yeah, I'm
Who
out
owns this?
grabbing steel plates, so I found like cable pylons and such.
No, you should be.
Okay.
I'm going to be deleting everything that belongs to an NPC. So
Ah, gotcha.
The pallet with the 2 hydrogen tanks on, I can't rename.
that's cool. I'm gonna come and do them.
Oh, more steel.
Get this renamed.
What name are you giving to the pallets out of interest?
Pallet.
Are you just putting pallet or are you putting pallet and whatever's on it?
Just pallet.
Cool. I'll use my awesome powers to hack this.
Worker bee buzzer. I'll be fine. And then. So, shotgun's drone. Yep. And then this one.
Oh, spiders.
How does he find so many damn spiders?
Alright.
Big
Why
tucky
are
tuck.
you not shooting spiders?
Is there anything else?
What possessed you to park the forklift on my truck?
I was feeling foolish.
There was genuinely a point where I thought it had been deleted by accident when I was doing some checks last night, and I walked in here and I went, does anyone know where the forklift is? Because it was here earlier and it isn't now. And I was looking at it, I'm like, I can't see that I would have deleted it, and I can't believe for a moment that you wouldn't have named it. So I'm like, where the fuck is it? So I started checking through the entity list, and then I found the forklift. And I'm like, so where is it? And then the fucking picture resolved, and it's on the back of my trailer. I'm like, shotgun!
I wasn't on your trailer today, though.
No, I moved it last night. Put it back where it belonged.
Yeah, remember before I logged off, I said I left you a present.
Yes, and as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's what he meant.
Well, I renamed all the pallets so I could. The rest of them don't belong to me.
No, it's all good.
Alright, so we need to murmur this. Murder it.
Just go through and make sure everyone.
I don't know if I'm actually going to use these ones or not. But I guess I need 2 for my
I'm
drone.
gonna guess the door is here because I can't see anything. at the moment.
Which I
Correct, the door
did
back.
spend some time this weekend working on. In a creative world. It took me way too much time. Way too much time. I spent all of my
Playing
playtime
A lot of fucking blocks here.
working on that thing. Trying to figure it out. I've built a drone before, but it was a pan miner
Oh,
drone.
because you're attached to the whole grid. Fight!
Huh? What?
Come here.
And most of the complicated stuff was
I'm in the
taken
warehouse.
care of by the pan miner script.
Well, I'm like 6 kilometers away.
It's not an
So-
excuse. Come.
All I wanted
No.
this drone to do was to ping back and forth
Because
between the
obviously
base
when we put the
and
pallets
the
onto
location
the
of my
frame,
rover,
they become part of
and then I
that
take
whole
control of
grid,
it
don't
Yes,
and tell it
that's
when to
what Shotgun
land,
said
and then it
earlier,
lands
you should
automatically, and then
name
when
that
it's full,
grid.
it takes off,
Yeah.
or when I tell it to,
Problem
it'll
is,
take off and
it's
go
gonna,
back to base.
that grid is gonna update and get renamed
took, like,
every
I don't
time we
know,
put a pallet.
8
in there,
hours
and
probably
It won't.
total.
That's the thing, because it will always remain the biggest grid, so it will
All
remain
kinds of
that
troubleshooting.
name. When you take a pallet off, the pallet
If I knew what I was
will
doing, it
lose
probably would have taken me a couple
Even though
hours.
it's
But I don't know what I'm
like
doing.
ECU is gonna be greatly filled with various bits and
All right, let's
bits.
move this out of the way too.
And
Yeah.
my idea for the size of it is I want to be able to fit one. It needs to be two
Mag
blocks
plate.
wider and 2 blocks
Unlock,
longer
off, and
than
unlock.
small grid solar panel.
Yeah, because I
So
was
you
just looking
can
at the solar
grab
panel
solar
pallet
panels.
and thinking if you could take that
That's the
pallet
biggest thing,
as
yeah.
it is, that would be perfect, because you could literally take
And we'll
the
grab
solar
that with my
panels
rover.
off to make the initial station happen.
Yeah, and also there is no block that is taking up a bigger space or has a bigger footprint than the small grid
think
solar panels, unless
only
you're
thing
talking about large grid ones.
Well,
Let's
I think the only
see,
thing
9.
that technically would be bigger, as you say, would maybe be large grid. But even then, I think if you work on those dimensions slightly bigger than the solar panel small grid, then you actually end up dealing with something that's bigger than 2 large grid blocks. So other than a large grid solar panel, I don't think there's anything you'd need to worry about there.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be taking up 4 hydrogen tanks. There'd be no point. So the pallet hydrogen tanks isn't an entity that you'd have to worry about dimension-wise. Is there anything that we can do to help you along with that project, other than make sure you've got steel plates?
Well, not really. What am I looking for more? It'd probably be nice to have a couple of more parachute blocks if you find them. I've got 6
Yep.
of them, but with the vanilla inventory, you can't have more than like 4 or 5 chutes in each of those chute blocks, so I'm not sure how much weight they will actually take. So I'd rather have too many than too few.
Yeah.
So I think right across from the grind pit's probably a good spot to drop grids that we aren't necessarily using but want to hold on to for whatever reason.
Well,
Come on.
yes,
Stupid
more
thing.
small thrusters wouldn't hurt. It's not a must, but
So-
it wouldn't hurt. Got the batteries.
Let's drop this guy right here. And we'll go and get the, oh, let's lock
We
it
have
down
got
before I
lots of
forget.
tanks, we can open generators. No, I think we're pretty good actually. Rest of the blocks we can build. It would be awesome if someone could find a large grid oxygen farm, which I
Yes,
seriously
that
doubt
would be,
someone
but
would, but
I don't think I've clocked anything like that at all.
yeah. And by now we should have seen something like that.
Okay, we'll leave the wheels off from it. Because we wouldn't leave the wheels on there if it was scrap.
You never know. We might
And they're in
holy
contact with the VOG
fuck.
or the ground, so
Hmm?
or other blocks, so that probably cause some lag.
There's a rusty nook out there.
Still on.
A rusty what?
A rusty chinook.
Okay, yeah.
It is almost pristine.
Ooh.
There's 2 holes in it. There's one tiny hole in the back side at the engine sort of area. Oh, sorry, 3. There's one in the roof behind the front engine, and there's one in the front of the cockpit glass.
Oh, okay.
But like, it is nearly perfect.
Hmm.
Does anyone know if anyone is after one of those? Because it feels bad to delete it if anyone is. That's a good find.
I don't know. I don't think so, but I do not know.
If you want, still bring it back anyway, because I'm creating an area near the grind pit for grids that are interesting, that someone doesn't currently have any, they don't currently have a project to work on it, but somebody might want it. which is the case with the big rig truck and the helicopter that's already here. So I'm like making a parking spot for them.
Well, it's up to you guys. I wouldn't normally do it, but if you want me to, I will give you the
No.
GPS for it.
No, I'm good.
Well, I'm not
think
gonna
I
go
saw
haul it
that
back.
Earlier. Yeah, I think I saw it earlier. It's about what, 15 kilometers, 10, 15 kilometers from base.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah, I believe I've seen it before.
But if we're not picking it up, then I will remit.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
And what I'm also planning to do is where the large grid blocks are right now, as I'm going to move those over to where the crane can reach them. I'm going to put like a vehicle charging station right there. So you can park, you know, rovers that you don't want to necessarily put in your hangar, or drones or whatever, like Mr. Weldo or the gas truck as well.
Well, yeah, the gas track, I'm not sure. I was gonna run this by Matt. What do you think? Either having it connected via connector or having it powered off, connected on a mag plate somewhere. What do you think would be best for server performance? Because I know you have drift from both.
For the truck,
Yeah, well, like for any grid that we're not using.
the honest best answer is having it physically attached in some way via something like a rotor or a hinge, because then it has better control over it. Like, things drift more on mag plates and connectors than they do anything else, but there's no perfect answer. As long as people are checking on them regularly, I would always say a combination of mag plates and connectors. But generally, yeah, mag plate it, and if you can, lift its wheels off the ground, because the wheels being on the ground tends to be one of the bigger issues. Wheels in general are not fun.
It's over here. Turn that battery off.
But I recognise that's easier for some people than others. I don't know what, obviously, Godimus will decide though, because he might just suddenly decide we're doing this. So whatever I say is not necessarily gospel.
No, but I'm just asking you in general what you believe, because you have actually been an admin and seen stuff
Yeah,
in
like I say,
different ways than I have. So I mean,
there's never a perfect answer with small grids, because whatever method you're using, it's still a subgrid, and subgrids still move. Rotor heads will still float off of rotors, hinges will still float off of hinges. Yeah, like, as much as they should be fixed, they're not. They're always in motion.
yeah.
It's why I usually find a combination of things tends to work.
All right, we're just gonna
better,
leave this
but
guy
it
right here for
isn't
right now.
perfect. If you can set up a set of stilts underneath anything with wheels so that you can mag plate it and lift it, that's ultimately the best thing, because if the wheels aren't touching the floor, then they tend to have less impact.
All right,
but
what else do I need to do? I need
other
to
than
move this
that,
shit over,
it's-
right?
It's however they're connected, it's making sure that you check them regularly.
I can
Yeah,
get you
what's
some
up?
uranium ore.
Let's-
Just let me know if you need more. Put me on a journey through space and time, and if you want to break me, that's just flying. You don't need to supervise me. Just keep in mind I need electricity. I can perform so many tasks. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask. If anyone tries to ruin your day, give me a turret, I can make them go away. There are lots of pirates in space. I will guard you. You will be safe. I can fly your spaceships too. 1, 2, 3, let's land on the moon.
kind of estimate. Oh well. Yeah, that's going to be like the center of the camera.
But it is
so
a good thing that I've been checking what I'm deleting before I delete it, because yes,
That's gonna
although
be
they are
right
both
over the top.
technically over at their base,
Oh,
the game is suggesting that no
You
one
know
is
what we
within
need?
16 kilometers of anything that's skinny or hell zones.
Well, I mean, they're not online, so...
We need a vent
technically not
controller.
there.
Got an idea?
It usually
We
picks
have
up on
ideas.
that. Now
We
that's
have
interesting.
ideas, Mr. Oh, I can't
I think
steal
I've just
that. That's
found one of
Sip's.
the bridges that
Mr. Ideas.
either you or maybe not you, but someone's
One of my
involved with.
Well, it's made
you know,
by
regular
4x1
streamers that I
blocks.
go to when I want to watch something.
That is definitely.
And I want to watch a game that I don't necessarily want to play. Like like Farming Simulator. Yeah, I'm never gonna play that. But it was compelling, to say the least, to watch him just kind of plant crops and farm. Currently, he's been playing Project Zomboid, which is a game I might actually be interested in playing, but not at this time.
You are more than welcome to do another floating objects cleanup, because I have basically dropped all the components I don't want on the floor. I have littered a bunch.
Autolock is on. Stick that right there. Oh!
And also, I learned
Here,
another
pull that down.
great thing. Short wheel suspension. It's apparently a known fact that they will bug out on a multiplayer environment and lock up every now and then.
So that would be the problem I'm having with my rover all the time.
What, the short wheelbase
Short wheel
wheels?
suspension. Yes.
And the reason I'm not having the issue is because I'm not turning with them. I'm using the friction turning.
Okay, note taken for when I rebuild my rover. I'm going to start that today, actually.
And that's also like why, one more reason why I want to rebuild it. It was actually Splitsy who said it.
Well, if
That is a
Splitsy
shame.
says so.
It is a shame. It also explains why the respawn rovers are flipping so easily.
Well, yes and no, Shotgun. Splitsy tends to do a lot of research and always be sure of what he's saying before he actually says a statement.
Yeah, he won't normally do it until he's confirmed it with a number of other people as well.
Yeah, so, you know they're doing the
I
Scrapyard
don't know if
scenario,
I'm going
right?
to be able to grab that.
Multiplayer server, he's streaming that or recording that. But before that, they did another sort of scenario, a couple episodes, and they were having
There we go.
issues with wheels. And people were saying like, oh, it's the 5x5 wheels, oh, it's this, no, it's that. And he's like, well, I'm not sure, we haven't figured this out yet. So it could be this, it could be that. But in the latest Scrapyard scenario, he confirmed that they have found out that it is actually the short wheelbase, all of them. They will work fine in a single player environment, but on multiplayer, all of them, 1, 2, 3, and 5
Every now
wheelbase.
and then they get confused and just lock up.
Yes, and it only happens to the short wheelbase. And that's why I kind of believe it, because he actually like, they had this issue over half a year ago, and he hasn't confirmed what it is because he didn't know until like latest video, which is like 2 days old. So, okay, forgot about that.
Well, it's good to know.
Yeah. And also, I did some spring cleaning in the containers cargo network earlier today. We apparently have 10 medical components at base now.
Yes, I did some welding up of that remaining.
Okay, this is not going to work like this. Let's stick this over here.
What's it called? Survival kit that needed them, and that is what's left. I brought 11 back with me last night.
There we go.
Cool.
Should
So
stop.
basically, what you're
What we
telling
need to do
me
is we need to
we
mag plate this
have all
down
the
so we can work.
cryos and survival kits welded up, and still have components to spare.
Some of the small cryos are not welded up. I did actually clock that at least one of them isn't. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, we will soon
I
have
can't freaking see.
access. If you double check, we probably only need between 3 and 6 of those to weld up what's left.
Okay. So we need
Well,
to
it's
actually
free for
bring this
cryo,
back
so,
down to the ground.
That's what I'm saying. I know there's definitely one there that needs welding, but I don't know how much by. And there might be another one on there that still needs parts.
Also, I found out another thing in thanks to Spitzy.
So
Hacking
about how far away
batteries.
was I? Let's go like this.
You know when you find a battery that's not welded up, and when you
Yep.
weld it up, it's not owned by you, so you have to hack it. Don't do that. That's just wasting components. Basically, if you find a battery that's not welded up, you put other blocks on it that have more PCU than that, weld those blocks up, then go into the menu, and you can transfer the battery's ownership to you.
Because it's
As
not owned by
long-
anyone.
No, because it's not functional. It's below the hack line and does not have any computers in it. So any functional block that has a hack line and have
And started
its
below it.
well,
you-
basically any block that has a functioning line and has had all its computers removed from it, you can change ownership on, as long as you own the majority of the grid. But
That's-
if it's functional or have any
I-
computers in it, you
Yeah, I
can't
can
do
get to it. Now I just need to grab this thing.
So basically, if you find a battery that's not welded up, all you need to do is put a control panel on it, weld the control panel up, and you own the majority of the PCU.
Okay,
And
so we
change
need-
the ownership of the battery, then
Before
weld it
you
up.
weld. Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's cool.
Switch a lot.
I did not know that until this morning. More than 6,000 hours into the
What?
game, and I just learned that.
Oh, I'll get the wrong one.
Oh,
wrong
yeah.
one.
But that's the thing, like some people work this shit out and it never occurs to you that that's a thing. Someone will have found that out entirely by accident. And it's like, holy shit.
Most likely, because I know I've welded up batteries, and they have automatically belonged to me afterwards when I found them that weren't welded.
You know what?
And I know I've welded them up and they've still not been mine. I have never thought about
Whoa!
why they're mine sometimes and why they're not mine other times.
Alright, let's just move
'Cause
carefully.
it could just be that I had basically put a merge block or something on it, or merged them to the rover and then welded them up or something like that. I don't know. But apparently you can
Why am I losing
change
altitude?
the ownership of them.
Oh, because I got weight on here. This dead weight? It doesn't really work very well, does it?
Which is
Ah.
really cool.
It's becoming hard to control. Alright, we need to lock it down. Lock it down like right there. There we go. There we go. Oh, grab it before it falls. Okay, now we need to do it without tripping over it. Oh. Aha. Where there's a problem, there's an answer. Totally doesn't need to go up here, but it's the most logical place for it, so. Yeah, we got a event controller. I still haven't explained myself. And I've subsequently forgot what I'm going to use this for, but... what was I doing? I don't remember what I was doing. What was I working on? Shit. Oh yeah, that's right. We were going to... Tell you what we're going to do.
And I found the gas station.
We were going to make it so that the
Do you have
piston
pizza?
stops before you push down too hard on
Go
something and
ahead.
potentially break the crane or
Thank you,
break
I'll grab that.
the block or clang something out or destroy something. I think I already mentioned that, but yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to land this little guy right here. I'm just going to turn off the engines. Oh, I should have renamed it. see if we can see which one it is. That one. Friggin' things are just in the way. Is it one of these? Is it one of these? Yeah, it's one of those. It's that one right there. Does that need to be in that group? No, it doesn't. Anyway. You know what? I think we want the hinge above the rotor. I think that makes more sense. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. We'll leave it like that for now. We'll see how well we can work with it. So we want to go to crane, event controller. There's programmable block. Where's the event controller? Right there. We want to go to which one's the magnetic plate? One magnetic, merge block magnetic, ready to lock ready. Yeah. And that's the crane lock magnetic plate. Add blocks. Okay, when it's ready to lock, we'll do select actions. Piston. Crane piston. Vertical. It'll be off.
Speaking about wheels locking up, yes. Oh, actually, not locking up.
Else on.
Okay,
And that should turn it on when it locks too, right? Alright, so wrong button. Right there. So ready to lock. 6. Should be okay. Nice.
Oh no.
What? What happened?
Alright, let's let it go right there.
I think I've removed something that was attached to their base.
Oh, their entire base is gone.
I can't see it in the list anymore.
Well, I can. No, I can't see any of their signals either.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I was being so careful.
Just about to undo a bunch of my work.
Well, I can't do anything, so unless I can get one of them to come on and help, it's gonna fuck everything.
Well, basically, we're gonna do. They've dug out as well, so we're gonna have to use an old save.
Well, I guess I may as well log off and go get lunch then. If I have to do all this again. Ah! Let's see. That's at least, it's a good trial run though. Ooh, I want to back up into the warehouse. If this is the case, then I'm just going to save what I got. And we'll just do it all offline, off the video, until we're back about to where we started, and then we'll just...
Oh, I will not need your help to empty my robot then, so.
Well, it's about time for me to go get lunch anyway. About how far are we, how much we're going to lose?
I don't know. Depends on when the last.
It depends on when the last save was before the most recent one.
Yeah.
At least I would say an hour's work.
No!
But
No, it's
this
fine.
is the danger of not dealing with the shit. Like, if I say that there was somewhere in the region of about 50 items at least, just individual items that were sitting, floating,
Well, at least I
attached
think
to
our
their
floor will be
myriad
fine.
grids in their base, it's probably an understatement. That's why I was working on distance from, but somehow there was probably like something like that solar panel was probably tripped me up, even though I was being careful of it.
Why don't we just roleplay it and be like, oh, sorry, your base is a crater now. Must have been an asteroid. You gotta go come live with us now.
Penalty for not properly hacking your grids. Your base has now been deleted.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go jump in my pod. Pod doesn't matter, but
Yeah.
just in
no.
case. Just in case. Park this little bastard. The Eye of Sauron.
Oh, gotta go. Sit in my cryo. Log out.
Oh, there's a question. In the battery in the hydrogen tank bay,
Yes.
is there a plan to put like a ladder well in there or something?
There is a way down. Hold on. Follow me, sir. Gunpowder or seat. Yeah, follow me. So, there's actually two ways down there. Way one is you grind off this little wheel-stuck hatch that I'm stood on. And you have your ladderway below there. Or you can use these to drop stuff in and out. And yeah. Guess
See, I
we
didn't
can
notice the
round it
Willis
up.
hatch before. Where is it? Ah, yeah, I walked right by it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have a grinder on me, so I can't actually grind that off. And I don't think you can grind it off from the bottom. So let me go grab
Well,
it.
that's a design flaw.
Well, I mean, it's Gene's fault for not actually properly making the Willis duct openable.
What you need to do is put a one of the platforms right below it that you can stand on while you're in the ladder well.
Could do, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know if you hop off from it if you'd be able to get onto it, or maybe you could like offset the ladder by one.
Now I'm annoyed.
I think it's off.